This is TWiT.
Pokemon Go. Back to the fun stuff. Pokemon Go. This is the 5th anniversary. It launched 5 years ago, 2016. Wow. $5 billion in revenue for Niantic, the company that does it. Not only $5 billion, but it's going up. The first half of 2021 is Pokemon Go's best ever start to a year. Revenue is up 34% from the first half of 2020, 130% from the first half of 2017, the first year that they were around. It is still a big hit.
I still see crowds of people like wandering with the phones and doing the things. And I think they relaxed some location rules, right? To help with pandemic, actually playing and everything. So that probably led to it.
It's probably the most popular application of augmented reality.
Oh, easily.
Definitely.
By far.
Yeah. I love that.
And good for them.
Yeah.
I think a lot of us were wrong. We wrote it off as being kind of like a summer fad because we stopped using it, but the users didn't, and they've continued to add more things to it, and I have to give Niantic a lot of credit because they've really embraced the community around it and really listened to them. And it's interesting to me that we haven't seen necessarily like other IPs and other games from Niantic. It seems like Pokemon Go is basically their big thing, which is okay.
They flopped with the Harry Potter game flopped. I was all excited. I thought, this is going to be great. And it was, I guess, too grindy. So it's interesting. It's hard to do a hit game.
It is. And it's hard to do a follow-up. I always think of who was the studio who did Kim Kardashian's Hollywood Glue Interactive or whatever.
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian's Hollywood was a good game.
It was a lot of fun.
It should be maybe illegal the way that they had the casino type of thing with it, but it was a fun game. But then they had like the Katy Perry follow-up, which flopped, and the Taylor Swift follow-up, which was terrible.
And you can't blame...
I'm a huge Taylor Swift fan. And
you can't blame the artists for that any more than you could say,
no.
The problem is Harry Potter isn't as popular as Pokemon. That's not the case.
No, it's just sometimes it's lightning in a bottle. It's like with any other creative endeavor. Sometimes you're going to have hits, and sometimes you're not. But Pokemon Go, 5 years.
It's a little more accessible. You have the older fans, you have the young fans. Like, it is a broad swath of people that can play that, and it's really easy to get into.
She loves it.
Yeah.
It's also kind of language agnostic in a way. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even need necessarily need to be able to
In fact,
speak
I think I did this last week, but we left. We're pulling out of Afghanistan, pulling out a little bit early. We left Bagram Air Force Base a couple of weeks ago. Right. Turns out the Air Force personnel who were stationed there were playing Pokemon Go like crazy.
Wow. Of course,
and you can change your location in your phone and go there, and you'll see there's all these gyms occupied by Pokemon with 0 hit points because they've been there a long time. They're kind of forlorn and bedraggled, but because no one's trying to take the gyms back. We may not hold Bagram Air Force Base, but we hold the gym at Bagram Air Force Base. Pokemon Go still lives there.
Yeah. I remember playing it when it came out, and I didn't even realize it was still around. I mean,
it's huge.
It was fun for a few days.
Now than ever. Bigger now than ever.
You see the crowds of people. They're like, and sometimes it's sort of like watching like zombies from The Walking Dead or something. Just like a crowd of people just staring down, and then they all move together.
And they're playing because their fingers are going around in circles.
I thought they were showing up to see me.
No, sorry. We were in San Diego when Pokemon Go came out in 2016.
Oh wow!
Yeah. And there were I thought, there's a concert going on because there's all these people in the median of the strip there, and it's jammed shoulder to shoulder. And I said, is there somebody playing? And I didn't see any. They were all playing Pokemon Go, and there was a big battle going on. It was amazing. And it was fun to be a part of at the time. And it was good that they relaxed those location requirements during COVID. Mm-hmm. The interesting thing is they're talking about bringing them back, and I'm saying you guys are making more money than ever. Maybe you should just leave that. Why? Yeah. Why mess with a good thing?
It must be hard to balance. That's the thing.
I think that's the problem.
I was going to say there's the balance to it, I'm sure, because they have their in-person events that have been widely successful.
Hugely successful. Yeah.
But there's a lot of accessibility arguments for it. Like I've seen a lot of people writing about that. Like it's really hard to go out to a physical place sometimes and get to a specific thing, or you can't move as quickly to follow some Pokemon that's out there. want to point out that they did show us a glimpse, or at least like an animated glimpse of what it would be like on HoloLens 2.
That's right.
That was kind of fun.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
And they
it's not real.
Nothing ever happened. Yeah.
No, I mean, it was just like a pre-rendered demo, but I think it's the idea of what they could do with that eventually. Like if we all had AR glasses, like you bet we would still be playing Pokemon
Oh God,
Go.
the zombies
Yeah.
are
Oh
back.
God, yes.
Yeah.
Everybody be wandering around, walking into traffic, looking for Pokemon. It's going to be a nightmare.
I mean, if we had AR glasses, people might not have stayed indoors with COVID. I'm not even joking. Like you might have had like more people who would have been unwilling to stay indoors. If you're like, oh, I can walk around and everything's empty. It's great. It's like, dude, stay inside. Like,